Have you ever put on a blazer, looked in the mirror, and thought something feels off? You know, blazers are supposed to make you look sharp, elegant, and put together, but sometimes, instead of elevating your look, they quietly add years you don't want to show. The truth is, blazers are timeless pieces, but only if you know how to choose and style them the right way. That's why today's video is so important. We're going to uncover the 5 most common blazer mistakes that mature women make without even realizing it. These mistakes can weigh down your figure, wash out your natural glow, and make you appear older than you actually are. But here's the good news. Once you know what they are, you can easily avoid them and instantly transform your blazers into one of the most flattering pieces in your wardrobe. Throughout this video, I'll not only point out what to avoid, but I'll also give you practical tips on how to choose the right fit, fabric, color, and styling techniques. These are the same strategies that stylists use to help women over 55 and even women over 60 look polished, youthful, and confident without ever feeling like they're trying too hard. So, if you've ever wondered why your blazer doesn't feel quite as chic as you hoped, stay tuned. By the end of this video, you'll see blazers in a whole new light, and you'll know exactly how to make them work for you, not against you. Now, let's begin with the very first mistake. A mistake that many women don't even realize is aging them the moment they slip on their blazer. Wearing boxy, oversized blazers that swallow your shape. One of the biggest mistakes mature women make when choosing a blazer is going too big. Boxy, oversized blazers may feel comfortable, but they often do more harm than good. Instead of giving you that polished, timeless style, they hide your shape, weigh down your frame, and can make you look years older. What should feel empowering ends up working against you. The truth is, after 55, many women are cautious about clothes that feel too fitted. We worry about comfort, movement, and whether something is too tight. But the secret is this: a blazer that's structured but not boxy is the key to looking modern and youthful. The right cut should skim your body, give you some definition at the waist, and highlight your natural silhouette without clinging. When you find that balance, you'll notice how much fresher and lighter your entire outfit feels. Imagine standing in front of the mirror. On one side, you're wearing a long, oversized blazer with no shape. Your shoulders look slouched, and your figure almost disappears. On the other side, you're in a well-tailored blazer with clean lines and a gentle nip at the waist. Suddenly, your posture looks better, your proportions make sense, and you radiate confidence. That's the difference fit makes. Styling experts often say, "Don't let the blazer wear you. You should wear the blazer." It's a simple phrase, but it's true. Choosing the right blazer fit for women over 60 doesn't mean you have to give up comfort. Fabrics today have stretch, soft linings, and lighter weights, so you can move with ease while still keeping a flattering silhouette. This way, you'll look elegant without sacrificing practicality. So the next time you shop for a blazer, resist the temptation of those boxy cuts that seem to hide everything. Instead, invest in 1 or 2 blazers that fit well and highlight your best features. Remember, structure creates style, and style creates confidence. Now that we've tackled the issue of oversized fits, let's move on to another detail that often gets overlooked: the shoulders and collars of your blazer. These small design choices can have a surprisingly big impact on how young or how dated you look. Choosing the wrong shoulder or collar structure. Blazers are all about structure. That's why the shoulders and collar play such an important role in how youthful or how dated you look. Unfortunately, many mature women end up with blazers that have either overly padded shoulders or floppy, shapeless ones. Both extremes can instantly add years. Strong, exaggerated shoulders can make your frame look stiff and heavy, while slouchy shoulders can create a tired, drooping appearance. Neither one helps you look polished or confident. The same goes for collars. Large, wide lapels that were trendy decades ago can overwhelm your face and draw attention away from your natural features. On the other hand, collars that are too narrow or flimsy can make the blazer look cheap and unstructured. When the proportions are off, the blazer stops working for you and instead works against you. The goal is balance. For women over 55, the most flattering blazer shoulders are those with a soft, natural line. They provide enough structure to lift and frame your posture, but not so much that they look rigid. This subtle shaping helps elongate your figure and creates a gentle, youthful lift. Similarly, lapels that are medium width and slightly tailored toward the neckline give a refined, modern look. They guide the eye upward, drawing attention to your smile and your face, your best accessories at any age. Let me give you a quick example. One of my clients, a woman in her early 60s, loved her vintage blazers with big dramatic collars. But every time she wore them, her friends commented that she looked serious or formal. After switching to a blazer with softer shoulders and slimmer lapels, something amazing happened. People started saying she looked refreshed, even radiant. It wasn't her makeup, her hair, or her jewelry. It was the cut of the blazer framing her face in a more flattering way. Fashion for mature women isn't about chasing every trend. It's about making thoughtful choices that bring out the best version of you. And when it comes to blazers, shoulders and collars are small details that make a massive difference. So, as you review your wardrobe, pay close attention to these details. If the shoulders look too stiff or the collar feels too heavy, it might be time to let that piece go. Opt for blazers that are gently structured and elegantly proportioned, and you'll immediately notice how much more vibrant and youthful you look. Now that we've talked about structure, let's explore another mistake that can quietly age you: sticking to dull or outdated colors. Because even the best fit won't shine if the color drains the life out of your look. Sticking to dull or outdated colors. Color has incredible power. It can brighten your face, lift your mood, and make your entire outfit feel modern. But too often, mature women fall into the habit of only wearing blazers in safe, dark, or outdated shades. Black, brown, or navy can be timeless when chosen carefully, but if you rely on them exclusively, they may actually drain your complexion and make you appear older than you really are. The problem with sticking to dull colors is that they create heaviness. A dark, flat shade can emphasize fine lines or shadows around the face instead of enhancing your natural glow. On the other hand, the right color blazer can work like an instant facelift. It reflects light, softens your features, and adds vitality to your look. So, what should women over 55 or 60 look for? Think about soft neutrals, elegant pastels, or rich jewel tones that bring warmth and freshness. A cream blazer can feel far more uplifting than stark black. A dusty rose or light lavender can soften your features beautifully, and a rich teal or emerald can add sophistication without looking overpowering. These shades aren't about chasing trends, they're about choosing tones that flatter your skin, hair, and energy at this stage of life. Let's imagine this side by side. On one hanger, you've got a stiff, dark blazer you've been wearing for years. It looks safe but uninspiring. On the other hanger, there's a tailored blazer in a modern shade of soft gray or warm camel. Which one instantly feels lighter, fresher, and more stylish? That's the subtle but powerful difference color makes. Stylists often advise women to hold fabrics close to the face in natural light to test their impact. If the blazer color makes your skin look tired, sallow, or harsh, it's not your friend. But if it brightens your eyes, smooths your complexion, and makes you smile, then you've found a winner. Choosing the best blazer colors for mature women isn't about age, it's about harmony. Of course, it's not just about finding the right shade, it's also about letting go of those outdated tones that no longer serve you. If your wardrobe is full of lifeless or old-fashioned colors, it might be time for an update. Refreshing your color palette can instantly modernize your look, even if you change nothing else. Now, once we've solved the color puzzle, the next step is just as critical: Paying attention to the fabric and quality of your blazer, because even the best color will fall flat if the material looks tired or cheap. Ignoring fabric and quality. Even when the fit and color are right, many women unknowingly undermine their style by overlooking fabric and quality. The truth is, the fabric of your blazer tells a story before you even say a word. A high-quality material drapes beautifully, holds its structure, and communicates elegance. In contrast, a cheap or flimsy fabric wrinkles easily, loses its shape, and can make your outfit look tired. This is one of the easiest ways a blazer can quietly age you. Think about how often you've seen a blazer that looked good on the hanger but felt scratchy or stiff once you put it on. Or perhaps it looked fine for the first few wears but quickly started pilling, sagging, or losing its structure. These little details add up, and instead of giving you that timeless style after 55, they make your wardrobe look worn out. So what fabrics should mature women prioritize? Lightweight wool, wool blends, linen with structure, and cotton with a touch of stretch are excellent choices. These materials breathe well, resist wrinkles, and hold their shape over time. They don't just look better, they feel better. And when you feel comfortable and confident, it shows in the way you carry yourself. Here's a simple test. Run your hand over the blazer. Does it feel smooth and substantial or thin and synthetic? High-quality fabric feels like it has life. It moves with you, but it doesn't collapse. Choosing timeless blazers for women over 60 doesn't have to mean spending a fortune either. Even mid-range brands now offer well-made pieces that look luxurious without the luxury price tag. Another detail to notice is the lining. A fully lined blazer in a silky material glides over your clothing, fits more comfortably, and helps the blazer hold its shape. Poor linings, or worse, no lining at all, often lead to awkward fits and faster wear and tear. Quality, in the end, is about longevity. Investing in a few well-made blazers will serve you far better than a closet full of cheap, disposable ones. Remember, a blazer is meant to be timeless. It's a piece you can wear for years, across seasons and occasions, if you choose wisely. And when you step into a room wearing a blazer that's clearly well-made, people notice. Not because it screams for attention, but because it quietly radiates refinement. Once fabric and quality are in place, there's still one more area where many women stumble: how they style their blazers with accessories and other clothing. Because even the most beautiful blazer can lose its magic if it's paired incorrectly. Over-accessorizing or pairing blazers incorrectly. A blazer is a statement piece on its own. It's meant to frame your look, elevate your outfit, and create that polished finish that never goes out of style. But one of the most common mistakes women make, especially after 55, is piling on too many accessories or pairing blazers with mismatched clothing. Instead of highlighting the blazer, these choices can overwhelm the entire look and quietly add years. Let's start with accessories. Bold jewelry, oversized belts, or heavy scarves can fight with the clean lines of a blazer. The result is clutter. For example, if you're wearing a sharp-tailored blazer and then add a chunky necklace, oversized earrings, and a patterned scarf all at once, the eye doesn't know where to focus. The blazer loses its elegance, and your outfit feels heavy rather than chic. The solution? Keep it simple. One statement piece at a time is more than enough. A delicate pendant necklace, a pair of pearl earrings, or a slim belt can complement a blazer beautifully. Less is more, especially when you want the blazer to take center stage. Fashion for women over 60 works best when it feels intentional, not overloaded. Now let's talk about pairing. Many women instinctively reach for the wrong bottoms or tops. For instance, combining a structured blazer with baggy trousers or a shapeless skirt can throw off proportions and make your silhouette appear wider or shorter. On the other hand, pairing a blazer with extremely tight clothing may feel forced or uncomfortable. Balance is the key. For women over 55, some of the most flattering blazer pairings are slim, straight-leg pants, classic jeans, or a simple sheath dress. These create long, clean lines that harmonize with the blazer's structure. If you want a more casual look, pair a blazer with dark denim and a crisp blouse. It's timeless, modern, and incredibly easy to pull together. Here's a helpful rule. When in doubt, think of the blazer as the star of the show. Accessories and pairings should play supporting roles, not compete for attention. Once you embrace this mindset, you'll notice your outfits look more effortless and elegant. So far, we've uncovered 5 common blazer mistakes: going too oversized, choosing the wrong shoulders or collars, sticking with dull colors, ignoring fabric and quality, and finally, over-accessorizing or pairing blazers incorrectly. Each of these issues may seem small on its own, but together they can quietly add years to your appearance. The good news is, they're all easy to fix. And that brings us to the final part of today's video, tying it all together. Let's revisit what we've learned and talk about how you can make blazers your timeless ally rather than a silent enemy of your style. Conclusion, call to action. We've just explored the 5 most common blazer mistakes that can quietly age mature women, and more importantly, how to avoid them. From oversized fits that swallow your shape, to shoulder and collar details that throw off your proportions, from dull or outdated colors that drain your glow, to cheap fabrics that undermine elegance, and finally to over-accessorizing or mismatched pairings that overwhelm your look. Each of these pitfalls is easy to fall into, but equally easy to fix once you're aware of them. The real beauty of a blazer is that it's timeless. It has the power to add polish, sophistication, and confidence at any age. But the secret lies in choosing wisely. A well-tailored blazer in a flattering color and quality fabric, styled with intention, will always make you look modern, youthful, and vibrant. Fashion for women over 60 doesn't mean playing it safe or hiding away. It means embracing your best self and letting every piece you wear reflect your strength, wisdom, and confidence. So the next time you slip on a blazer, ask yourself, does this piece highlight my shape, brighten my face, and feel like me? If the answer is yes, then you've chosen a timeless style that works for you, not against you. If the answer is no, it might be time to update, refresh, and experiment, because your wardrobe should serve you at every stage of life. If this video gave you new ideas, I encourage you to take a closer look at your blazer collection and see which ones still deserve a place in your closet. And if you'd like to keep discovering more ways to stay stylish, confident, and elegant, don't forget to subscribe and watch our next video where we'll dive into other wardrobe essentials for women over 60. Remember, style is not about age, it's about attitude. And the right blazer can help you show the world exactly who you are.